Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing the next installment in testing all of my products series. So I started this series last year and basically my goal was to go through every category of my makeup collection. Not every category, but a lot of the categories of my makeup collection, use the products and then decide from there what I wanted to keep and what I wanted to get rid of. And this is just because my collection is too big. It's just too big. It grew very big over the years, and now there is so much stuff that it's kind of hard to even know what I like from the items that I own. So I'll leave links. I think I have a playlist. If I don't, I'll make one, but I'll leave a link or links or something in the description box if you haven't seen them and you want to watch them, or if you want to watch them again or whatever. But today I'm doing blushes. So these are not all of my blushes. Let's get that out of the way first. I do have some new ones which I received this year, which I haven't put in here. They're like the Kaleidos ones. I feel like there was something else that I ended up with that was new. I don't know. I can't remember. There are a couple of blushes here and there, which I just know I'm not going to get rid of because they're, you know, fairly new to my collection. And another thing I have are loose blushes that are in a palette. I just spotted them again today in a drawer inside. And I was like, nah, fuck this. We've got to get this ball rolling, because it's been months since I've done one of these videos, and I've been working on blushes, these guys, and highlights at the same time, and I've just very recently started working on my face mists, and I'm just like, it feels so overwhelming because I've got boxes and boxes of stuff like this which has been tested out, sitting on my desk, taking up space, and it's just, I have to do something to make progress with this series because I need to like declutter some of this shit and put it away. I'm gonna start with this guy. It's from Hourglass, and I didn't even test this out. I actually found it in my drawer this morning where I keep my makeup inside. It was meant to be tested out, but the way I've got the drawer set out, I've got like, you know, drawer dividers, and this one had got pushed at the back and I just didn't see it. So it's not been tested out recently. It is, did I mention what it is? It's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush Palette. I have had this for years and years and years, and look, I really liked it when I purchased it, but I mean, you can see I have barely used this over the years, as with most of my makeup, because I just have too much. It's a very pink palette. I will say pink blush is probably my least favorite blush, and I feel like it actually ages me, and also I feel like a lot of blushes that I put on my face that technically aren't pink, they pull pink on me. So rather than sort of complain about how I don't like pink blush throughout the majority of the video, I'll just say that straight off the bat. It's something to keep in mind. So I do feel like this is very pink. You know, you've got like a very bright pink, sort of a Barbie muted pink, which to be fair kind of has coral hints in it when you look at it in the palette, but it doesn't really come off that way, not on my skin tone anyway. And then there is a really beautiful mauvey shade. I think mauvey blushes might actually be like my most flattering type of blush, but I am not keeping this palette, which I have not used in 5,000 years. I'm not keeping it for one blush. So that, my friends, is the first cab off the rank, and I am decluttering that palette. Also, your girl's going to need tissues or paper towel because we're going to do some swatching. My MAC blushes. I have 5 here in compacts. I've got a couple more inside, I'm pretty sure, like the singles, but you know, we already discussed that. I'm going to go through these 2 first. And I will just say straight off the bat, I'm going to keep all of these because I quite like them. These guys here are actually called beauty powders, and I have 2, and I've had these for like 5 million years again. This is probably one of the most beautiful beautiful colored face product that I've ever used. They are a little bit like the Hourglass ambient lighting powders, but they have a tiny bit more pigmentation and the finish is prettier. Okay, I say more pigmentation, but you can't see them when I swatch them, of course. The one that I personally like the most is this one that I've just swatched. You might be able to see the swatch there. This one is Pearl Sunshine, and I like to use them as like a radiant, no makeup blush, essentially. So they do have that sort of sheen where they reflect light really beautifully and a little bit of color as well. Sunny Surprise, which is the more kind of, I suppose, pinkish one. This one doesn't have as much light reflection as the one that I just showed you, but it's still quite pretty. Now, I have only ever seen, I think I've seen 3. nearly dropped it and broke it. I would have cried. I think I've only ever seen 3 of these from MAC, but to be fair, they could have been around, you know, for years prior to me discovering them. They usually come out in limited edition collections, and I've not seen one in years and years and years and years. I love these powders. Yes, they are old, and you know, yes, I probably should get rid of them, but I'm not going to because I can't get them again. MAC doesn't seem to be ever releasing them, but I think they are one of their most beautiful formulas. So those guys I am keeping. I also have the Patrick, from one of the Patrick Star collections, I have the Take Me Home powder blush duo. Got like a light mauve and a dark mauve basically. And I just mix them together because I can't be bothered trying to, you know, separate that. I don't care. I just use the fucking blush. It's a very nice color. I do like it. If I get too much of this side though, it is a bit dark for me, but this sort of color really suits my coloring. I'm going to hold on to that one. I would definitely say this, in the future, this could totally be decluttered. But for now, I do enjoy it. I really enjoy the packaging as well. And I quite like the formula. I think it's fairly nice. Then I have a Glow Play blush in That's Peachy. Now, this is kind of like a fluorescent-y coral pink, which I really love. Now, it doesn't look pink. However, when I put it on, it definitely pulls pink on my cheeks. Gorgeous color. I wish it was more of that like fluorescent-y orange on me. I think it's super unique. I don't have anything quite like this in terms of blushes, except one thing that I will show you later. But I can't keep that thing. It's a nightmare. I really enjoy it. The formula is nice too. It's basically, I don't feel like I can really say cream to powder. Maybe it does feel creamy in the pan. It's one of those like bouncy sort of cushiony textures. Very fun to play with. Very, very fun to play with. Don't play with your makeup, folks. I'm kidding. Play with your makeup. But yeah, I love the color, so I am definitely going to keep that one. And the last one that I have from MAC is Telling Glow. This is an extra dimension blush. This again is a beautiful orangey shade. I actually really enjoy orange blushes, but a lot of them do, and I don't understand why, but they pull pink on me, and I just, what are you doing? This one not so much though. It does give me that sort of peachy orangey hint, which I like. And also you can probably tell from the pan it has light reflection, so it's kind of like a blush highlighter in one, but it's when I put it on and, you know, buff it in, and I only apply a little bit, you know, I'm not anyway applying blush this heavily. Once it's all like buffed in and all that jazz, it it doesn't look like I've got highlight all over my face. It's just a really beautiful glowy blush. So that one is definitely staying as well. Let's get into my Nabla blushes. These are the Skin Glazing Glass Finish Glow Powders. So I have 4 that I consider like blush shades. Then I have a whole bunch of others that I guess I would consider highlighting shades. Again, I'm going to keep these guys. I don't feel like the colors are all ideal for me. However, I love the formula. It's so beautiful and I just can't bring myself to get rid of them. Here comes Hidalgo. Hiya! Oh, very excited. Oh, baby. She come out by herself. Pardon the interruption. Okay, this one is Independence. Hang on, I'll take the... There we go. This one's Independence. This is a really beautiful, again, it's kind of got that mauvey hint to it, but there is definitely like sort of rosy tones in there. So again, it does pull a bit pink on me. I don't care though, the formula is so beautiful. This one is Truth, and I would definitely say this is certainly pink. However, this has like a gold and silver micro sparkle in it, and I feel like the gold makes it look more peachy on my face. So it really helps to warm up the pink, which I love. And I think that's another thing that I don't like about pink blushes. They look very cool and jarring on my, like against my complexion, and it's just not, it's not very flattering. This one here is Lola. This one is certainly more kind of candy pink. And the last one that I have from Nabla is, oh, I just stuck my nail in it. I've got to say, that is one thing about filming these sorts of videos when you're fluffing around with stuff so much and trying to look at names and open crap and... bad things happen to your makeup sometimes. I took a chunk out of the corner. Bugger. So this one is called Adults Only. This pen is so beautiful. This is basically impossible for me to wear other than as an eyeshadow, but it's kind of like a metallic, almost brick red. It's got those sort of orangey and brown tones in it. It's stunning. You guys know how I feel about red shades. I adore it, and the formula is gorgeous. I'm just keeping it. No, I'll never use it as a blush. I can't. It doesn't like suit. It's too dark for me. This isn't made for me. But this is the biggest red eyeshadow that I own, so you know, it is what it is. Okay, I have this guy here. It is, I think, my last like blush, only blush palette. So I had the Hourglass one and I had this one, and I'm pretty sure everything else that I own in terms of palettes are like, they contain more than one type of product. So they might contain blush and highlight, or blush and bronzer, or all three, or whatever. And I did them in a separate video. So there's that. This is the Adore Blush Duo. So it contains Adore Me and Hold Me. I don't mind this, but I'm not going to keep it. Now, Adore Me is, you know, kind of like a, I mean, they're both pink, you can see, but it's more of like a skin tone pink rather than like candy pink, as you can see there. Hold Me is extremely light. I would say, like, it's kind of useless on me. It just, when I put it on and, you know, apply it so that it doesn't just look like I've used a pink like setting powder, it starts to look heavy, and it's too light. It's too light for my complexion. And Hold Me, Adore Me, sorry. That's nice, but I'm not keeping it for one item. So that palette can go. I can't even remember the last time I picked it up and used it, besides using it recently to test it out. Next up is a cult item. Again, I've had it for 5 million years. This is from Sleek. It is the Rose Gold Blush. This is beautiful, and I feel like when this came out, it kind of took the beauty community by storm because it is so pretty. So it's kind of, well, it's rose gold. It's like a rosy pink shade with a gold shift. I'm not going to keep this one because I do have some that are similar. There was one in the Nabla that I showed you. I've got the beauty powder from MAC, and I've got more coming up. I also do find this to be a bit too pigmented for me. I prefer a lower pigmented blush. I'm wearing blush today. Can you tell? Not really, because it is so subtle. You can see it more in person. Camera's not going to pick it up so much. But I like my blush to be the most subtle hint of color that it could just be like my natural cheek flush, essentially. So this is a bit, it's too much for me. It's too much pigmentation. Even when I try to have a light hand, it comes off quite intense. So that one can go. My next one is from Wet n Wild. And again, this is quite similar to the one that I just showed you in terms of color. This is a bit more of a rose, like a mauvey pink rather than like a brighter pink, but it still has that orangey gold reflect, which I love. This is a really, really beautiful highlighter and blush duo. I love it for like easy, quick, want to have glowy skin kind of makeup days. I am keeping this one because I mean, it was limited edition. I can't get it again, and it was sent by a subscriber, so I kind of cherish it and adore it. Another one that was sent by a subscriber is this one. It's a L'Oreal Life's a Peach blush. This is also divine and gorgeous. This is like a true peachy blush. Let's do some more swatching. This one doesn't have the most intense pigmentation, which makes me love it. Also, this is a peach that's actually what I would consider a peach. So it's like, instead of having pinky tones to it, it has yellow and orange tones. And for me, I feel like that's quite rare. A lot of peach blushes have a lot of pink in them, so I put them on and it's just like pink. Whereas when I put this on, it's definitely more of that orangey yellow tone, which I think suits my skin tone so much better, and I feel is so much more difficult to find in blushes. The formula of this is really nice as well. I love it. Like, pry it out of my cold dead hands. I don't care how old it gets. I'm gonna keep it. I think we should do some cream products because I definitely have a few that I want to get rid of. What's going on here? Stop it, t-shirt. One that I don't want to get rid of is this guy. This is from Lisa Eldridge. It is the Seamless Skin Enlivening Blush in Pink Soap. So I purchased this last year, I think it was. And I really, really like this product when I can get it out of the tube. I'm not even gonna lie, I do not think that this sort of tube packaging was ideal for this product. It's very difficult to squeeze out. I don't really know what a better option would have been. A pot would have been too much because you only need like the absolute tiniest bit of this. It goes such a long way. Such a beautiful, creamy, gorgeous formula. I do think maybe an airless pump would have been better, that dispense like the absolute micro tiniest bit of product, like half a grain of rice. I really enjoy this product. I think it just looks so beautiful on the skin. My only issue is like packaging problems, but I can look beyond that. I do think this works really nicely over a lightly set base. It's better over a not set base. And if you are very careful with the way you apply it, you can absolutely apply it over a more heavy set base. I've done it with all of them. And yeah, I love it. So that one stays. I would consider buying more of those if she brings out more diverse colors that don't even have like the tiniest iota of pink in them, because I am so tired of pink blush. I really am. Okay, I've got some sticks here. These are from Colourpop, and I have one from Mecca Max as well. So let's do Mecca Max first. This is a really cool color. This is, so it's the Off Duty blush stick in the shade Juicy. So this is like an orangey red shade. Oh, it is so unique. I love it. I don't think I have a blush quite like this, but I don't like the formula. I do not like the formula at all. Feels a bit waxy, and I don't feel like that plays well with makeup application. When, you know, if you've got a base down, let's say hypothetically you put down your foundation and you don't set with powder, right? You're gonna be wearing either a water-based foundation or an oil-based foundation. And I don't know, I think these are actually silicone based. That's kind of what it feels like to me. And I just don't feel like it blends well over any foundation. I've tried it with all of the types. I think on bare skin, great. I mean, look at it. It looks like it's blended beautifully, but that's over bare skin. I don't feel like it does that over foundation. When you set the foundation, good luck, mate. Good luck to you. Honestly, may the odds forever be in your favor, or whatever it is. Then I have two from Colourpop. Now I've got Under Pressure, which is, again, this is a really beautiful shade. It is pink though, but it's sort of that fluorescent, I don't know, coral-ish shade. I like it, but again, I don't think it works all that well in terms of the blending, unfortunately. I feel like this might be a little bit stiffer than the MAC one once it, like, you know, once you warm them up. And sorry, not MAC, Mecca. It's difficult to blend over a base, so over foundation, whether it's set or not set, and keep things looking smooth and even and not have patchiness. So the formula kills it for me, unfortunately. This one is Aloha, and this is more of that kind of nudie color. And again, I love the color, and I love the idea of blush sticks, but they just don't work well over like product, essentially. And I do feel like maybe you can kind of see these ones blend a little bit patchy. They're a bit more difficult to work with. I can't get there with these, so they've got to go. Okay, let's talk about a blush that is a really cool color, but I just can't with this. This is from By Terry. It is the Cellular Rose Blush Glacé. This is in the shade 2 Flower Sorbet. Look at that color. Just look at it. It is amazing. It's a goo blush. It is literally like goopy goo. Look at how it's so sticky. So sticky. Oh, but look at that color. It's insane. It is just gorgeous. The problem with this product is it is so sticky that you can't put this over any sort of base because you will lift it. No matter what you put this over, you're going to lift a base. So if you're wearing this over a tinted moisturizer or just like skincare and no base, fine, it would be fine. It's not going to lift your base, but also still good luck with getting it to blend out. Like, can you see how patchy that is? Like, I don't know how you would blend this. I don't get it. If you do these ones, you get, I don't know, let me turn down the lighting. Okay, so if we do these ones to like blend it in, you get, see how it sort of bunches and like, yuck. Nobody wants that. It's patchy makeup. And then if we do the tappa, again, you still get this like patchiness. I don't remember what ISO setting my camera was on, so if it looks different now, it is what it is. Yeah, I just can't make that product work. I think it's really cool and unique, but you can see there it doesn't look very good on the skin because it's impossible to get like a nice even application. And it is so sticky, like I would have to wear my hair fully, like, you know, slicked back on my head because it would stick to that, like stick to my cheeks and all that jazz. I don't get it. I'm never ever going to use it. I love the color. I wish the formula was a bit more user friendly. It's not. I'm moving on. Something I am keeping, this is from M Cosmetics. It's the Venetian Rose, whatever these are called, serum blushes. I don't know. I don't really care. So I'm gonna try and make it suck up some product. Fingers crossed. I don't like the packaging of these. I just don't. It is what it is. Did we get a drop? No? No drop? No. Good. Awesome. Love that. Let's try again. Nah. Cool. Yeah. Alright. So I'm just going to take it off the wand. Off the dropper. Sorry, the dropper that doesn't drop. Doesn't suck up or drop. For me, this is a really flattering, earthy, rosy shade. I really enjoy it. These are, like, these stay a bit wet on your face. They're a liquid blush that never sits down to like a matte blush. The finish is beautiful and radiant on the skin, and it's not sticky at all. Not sticky. Hair's not going to stick to it. They're just comfortable. I love them. I'm definitely going to keep it. I would love to get more, but I need them to change their packaging first, because I'm not buying another one of those to be like, oh good, the packaging is balked. Speaking of M Cosmetics, I do have another one here. This is their, what are they called? Heaven's Glow. So these are kind of like blush highlights in one. This is a Faded Clementine shade. Again, you're beautiful. I love this. It's a gorgeous color and really, really beautiful formula as well. This is sort of like a golden, orangey yellow. It's clementine, faded clementine, but it's glowy. So this has a radiance to it, which I really enjoy. I just find these colors so flattering on the skin and interesting, very different to like your run-of-the-mill pinks, basically. I'm definitely keeping this. I mean, the packaging, she's bulky. She's bulky. And there's that. I'm not a fan of M Cosmetics packaging, I've discovered, but I like their products. Alright, I have some Benefit blushes here, and I'm getting rid of both of them. I've got Dandelion. This is pink. These are very hard for me to swatch with these nails. I actually, to be fair, I'm not even going to bother trying to swatch it. I don't mind this. I quite like the way it looks on my skin, and I like that it's a lower pigment blush, and I like the soft radiance that it gives. However, I don't feel like it lasts at all. Like, I wear it for a couple of hours and it's gone. So I'm getting rid of that because I just won't reach for it. Then I have California. This one, the color, I mean, I need to swatch this. I mean, this is just such a cool shade, but the pigmentation on this is too much. It is too much. I can't apply this lightly. Let's try. There we go. Now I'm gonna pat it off here. Well, I lost 90% of it. This is what I do when I'm applying blushes that I feel are too pigmented. It's just a whole lot of build, like getting that excess off the brush, and then we're gonna go like so, and it's gonna look very pink on me, and all of a sudden it's nowhere near as interesting as it is in the pan. Yeah. Oh, and see, now I'm a clown. Awesome. So yeah, I find it to be a product that is too difficult to get right, and then once it's on my cheeks, I'm just like, it doesn't look nice. This could be any generic boring ass pink shade. It looks like it's going to be amazing in the pan, and then once it's on my face, it's just like, are you crying? Because I'm crying. Now I need to take a clean brush and try to fix it. Oh my god, send help. Here is another cult product that took the beauty world, the online beauty world by storm. It is a Milani Luminoso blush. Pretty run-of-the-mill these days. I would say it's that sort of pink with the goldish hint to it. I'm going to get rid of this one because I actually feel like, again, this pulls that very like cool toned pink on me. It's very jarring. I don't find it flattering. And rather than having that sort of beautiful gold sheen and glow that a lot of other blushes that I have already swatched and kept, I find this one actually comes off a bit glittery on me. And I'm not too sure why. I don't look at it and see glitter. But yeah, it definitely looks glittery on me, and I feel like potentially that is something that's happening when like the blending process is commencing or taking place. So yeah, I'm not going to keep that one. I have had it for a long time. This one here, oh, nearly fell out. It's from the Balm. It's Hot Mama. And again, this is very similar to the one that we just watched and 500 before her. It's that like pinky shade with the goldy shift, but again, you can see the difference. This one has that like mauvey undertone, so it's a bit more flattering on me. I will say, I do feel like I had a mini of this, right, that I finished, or maybe I even had two. I loved it so much, and then a subscriber sent me one of these as a gift, which I really appreciate. But what I do want to say is I feel like this one is a bit more more pigmented than the mini that I had. What are you doing, t-shirt? You're upsetting me. I feel like it's a bit more pigmented than the mini that I had, which, you know, it happens. And I find I have to be a bit more careful with this one, but I still love it, so she stays. Should we do a very bougie blush? This might be my most bougie blush, potentially. This was also gifted to me. Thank you to subscribers who've sent gifts. You are amazing, wonderful people, and I feel spoiled. This is from Chantecaille. This is the cheek shade in Bliss. Has a little butterfly on it. It is very soft, very subtle. Now this shade, it doesn't show up well on my skin because it is very, very light, but it's Chantecaille and it was a gift, so, you know, fight me about it. I'm keeping it and I don't care. Oh my god, I swear. Ah! Oh, it happened. I dropped it. Oh, it's my Charlotte Tilbury. This is Cheek to Chic. Yep, Cheek to Chic in Pillow Talk. It might be broken. It doesn't sound broken. Let's have a look. No, she's fine. She's sturdy. She's strong. She's all right. So I haven't had this for too long. I think I bought it. It wasn't last year. It was probably the year before. And I love it. It's beautiful. It's kind of like a nude-ish, like dusky rose shade, which I find really beautiful. It also has that bit in the center which offers radiance. I love it. It's beautiful. I'm keeping it. I would buy more of them, but listen, I'm not in the market for blushes. I'm just not. I still have too many, and I'm looking at my pile of stuff that I'm getting rid of so far, and I'm like, is that even enough? It doesn't feel like enough. My next one was also a gift. This is a Suku blush in Tankuka. It's 105. And this was given to me by Melissa Gold, who has a channel here on YouTube. And basically you've got like it's kind of like a petal pink sort of shade. There you go. And it has that radiance in it, which you might be able to see the glow. But on the other side of the pan, it's like a, you know, gradient pan. It has another highlighting section, which is pretty much the color of my skin. And gorgeous. I mix the two together because this shade warms up this shade ever so slightly, because this has like yellowy tones to it and just makes this so beautiful and very, very flattering on my skin. I do really enjoy those pinker shades that have warm tones to them that help to like lift them a bit for me. And usually that comes from, you know, some sort of duochrome or highlighty-ish thing going on in the pan. The formula of this is really beautiful as well. It's not intensely pigmented. It's very easy to wear, and you know, you don't easily go overboard with it, which I really appreciate. I love this one and I am keeping it. This here is a little blush duo from Dear Dahlia. This is like, okay, can we just talk about packaging? Like, this is a blush duo, right? This is also a blush duo. I like, this wins the packaging awards. So you pop it open and you've got a little blush on each side with a mirror in the middle. And I just feel like this is blush done well. It's so compact and just, I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, my only issue with this is this side has glitter in it. Literally, it's got glitter. It's sparkly, and I do not like sparkly blush. I love glowy blush. I love radiant blush. I do not love sparkle glitter blush. I don't know if you'll be able to see it there, but you know, it is what it is. Beautiful color. It's that sort of mauvey shade, which I love. On the other side, you have, again, it's kind of like a mauvey pink, but it's quite pale. I really like this one as like, just to sort of lift, you know, use it a bit more up on your cheekbones, and it kind of has that sort of matte highlighting finish, but it's very soft. So I like it, but I'm not going to keep this for one pan. I'm not, but it hurts my soul because it's a little compact thing. The pans are tiny, which I love. It's very easy to justify having like 10 of these in your collection when they're so small and they take up so little space. But if I'm not using both sides, I'm not keeping it. This one here is from Muji. I picked it up in Japan. It is, look, it's a pretty beautiful like corally orangey shade, but it's got those pink tones in it, so it pulls a bit more pink on me. Unfortunately, I'm not going to keep this one because I just don't really see myself reaching for it too much because of those, like, how it pulls out the pink tones in my skin. So unfortunately, it's not for me. However, this is a nice formula. I like the compact packaging. I like that it's clear. You can see what shade it is. So yeah, you know what? I actually have a few. Are these all Japanese? Japan? This one might not be. I don't know. Look, let's go through them. This one is from Can Make. Actually, all three of these are from Can Make. This is the Powder Cheeks in PW38. So this is like a dark purpley shade, and I picked this one up in Japan. I just hadn't really seen a blush like this, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go. And I do like purple blushes, but it is too dark for me, so this one I am gonna get rid of. I do like the formula though. Again, it's a matte blush, but it has like the most subtle hint of radiance to it that helps it to look a bit more skin-like, and it doesn't feel very dry and powdery. It's not a cream to powder or anything like that, but it doesn't have that dryness that a lot of other powder blushes have. So I think it's a very interesting formula. Then I have these guys. These are the cream cheeks. Now, I picked up two of these in Japan. I've had them for a long time, I know. But I picked them up because they actually get really, really good reviews. Now, I have CL05 here, and I have 15. So CL05, again, is that sort of fluorescent-y shade. Now, I actually had this, I had it in my project pan last year, and I loved it. It's beautiful. These are just so nice on all of the skin. Bare skin, set skin, not set skin, whatever you want. I'm going to keep both of these. I just really enjoy them. This one is probably a bit more friendly to my coloring because it does have a bit more of a mauvey hint to it, but I enjoy them both and I'm keeping them both. I have seen these in a store in Chadstone, and like when these are on their way out, I would totally pop down there and consider picking up a new one because I really enjoy the formula. It's quite thin, it's got a lot of movement to it, which is really nice, but it doesn't lift a whole lot, and you can totally just pat it on, get it nice and smooth. It's really nice. This one here is from Korea Beauty. This is again a cream blush. It's gonna take me 6 months to open it. It's red. It is red. This is really nice as well. This is thicker than the the Can Make ones. Come on, brain, we're almost done. And that's the shade there. I like these, and I love that this is really small. It's just a tiny pot of quite pigmented red cream cheek product. You can totally use it on your lips as well if you want. I just use it as a cheek product. Okay, my last cream product or liquid product, I don't know, it's a cushion actually. It's from 3 Concept Eyes. This is a Style Nanda blush cushion. There we go. This is beautiful. I really enjoy this. I should probably actually try to pan this because I suspect it will be kind of on its way out. Yeah, you can see it's not much in there. I've actually used this quite a bit. This is sort of like again a peachy orangey shade. I really enjoy it. I love these like sort of liquidy formulas that are very easy to apply, and this kind of has a cooling sensation, which I quite like. I did use it quite a bit in summer, and I feel like potentially I should really give it like a good red hot crack and finish it up so that I get as much use as I can before she goes bad. I would totally buy more of these in the future. I don't know if they still make them. Okay, I have 2 more to go and I'm keeping both of these. Let's talk about NARS Impassioned first. This is just a mini. This is how I like my blushes. Small, compact, and not taking up much space, and you know, even something like that. Like, I'll never hit pan on this. Never, ever, probably. Although, to be fair, I have finished mini blushes like this before, so I probably could, to be honest, but with all the others I've got, like, it's a lifetime of blush. This is, again, it's kind of like a pale mauvey purpley shade, and I quite like it. It's got very low pigmentation, another reason why I like it. I don't want to rub my finger in here too much because I don't want it to get hard pan. You're just going to have to trust me. It's a beautiful color and I really like it. And my last one is from Stila. Technically, this is a highlighter, but I wear it as a glowy blush. This is the Heaven's Hue in Incandescence. Yes, it's beautiful. I love these. I love this formula so much. I think it is absolutely beautiful. Again, it's kind of one of those like squishy, foamy kind of doodads. And you could totally use this as a highlight, but for me, it has like a bit of a dark cast when you catch it at a certain angle. So if I have it just as like a highlight on my cheekbone, it can make this part of my face look a bit funny. So I use it as a blush all over and highlight duo, and it's beautiful. It's that sort of like pinky mauvey shade with the gold reflect. I just think it's adorable. I also adorable. Well, yeah, it's adorable. You're adorable and I love you. I also have Kitten, which, look, if you've been around for a while, you probably know I tried to declutter Kitten and then I couldn't let it go because I was just smitten with the color. It's so beautiful, and the formula is divine. So, you know, it is what it is. And I actually used Kitten a bit throughout summer when I had like my beautiful tan going on, which is so quickly fading, and I'm so sad. And yeah, I got some use out of it. So, you know, there's that little update on how my Kitten highlighter is going. But that is it for all of my blushes. I'm going to count them up and let you know how many I'm getting rid of. So I started out with 37 blushes, a couple of them being the palettes as well. I am getting rid of 13, which is not too bad, and I'm keeping 24. Which is too many, but listen, I don't know how I would get rid of more at this point because I really like them. As I go through the year, I am definitely going to use these more, and when it comes to, you know, the end of the year when I do my inventory videos, I will probably, to be fair, find something where I'm like, you know what, I can get rid of that. I do have a lot of blushes that have like similar formulas, similar colors, similar finish, so I could whittle it down that way, but I'm just not ready to do it right now. It's already been quite a big job going through all of these and my highlights. And oh, do you want to see how pretty this is looking? Like, that's a drawer of a little tub of highlight. I have more. I have heaps more highlight videos not coming for like probably months. I'm not even joking. So anyway, look, there's that. Maybe I should do highlight palettes first. I don't know. I'm trying to problem solve while also filming a video at the same time, and it's not a smart thing to do. So let me know what you guys thought of this video. Did I get rid of anything that was a favorite? If I did, I'm sorry. Like, don't feel attacked. It's just, you know, some things are for me and some things are not for me, and vice versa. And if I kept any of your faves, let me know. If you've got any favorite interesting shades and formulas of blushes that you want to share, feel free. Comment section, it's all yours. I read it. I'm in there and I read it. I'm gonna go, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. I feel thrown off because I went off on a tangent. I love you very much, and I'll see you next time.